She stabs it clear, but Moran well positioned to try and tidy things up against, intercepted by Cole. Into the middle goes McGonigal. The shot from McGonigal saved by Ed McGinty. Well, he wiggled in his way into the area and got.
In fairness, he normally could pull them off as well when he did do it.
Lafferty and Junior, the player standing over just to their right, is Joe Thompson. And there will be Thompson lined up by Lafferty. Low and hard. Oh, what a goal for Derry City and for Joe Thompson. 1-0 the showgrounds, and it has been coming for the past couple of minutes. And Derry City with a rocket from Joe Thompson make it 1-0.
This is it here now. What a strike. Absolute serious. But I question, why hasn't he closed down earlier? You know, why is the man breaking off the wall? Why? They know, it's obvious what he's going to do. And but what a strike. Can't take it away. Absolute worthy. No chance from McGinty.
Not to praise ourselves, Alan, but we could see from here that they were lining up Thompson. It just wasn't spotted.
It just, the two lads stood on the wall. There's a fellow over. The lad that was standing over the ball is not going to have a strike. So
of seconds in possession would do Sligo Rovers the world of good at the minute.
Yeah, it's just they need someone to get on the ball and just calm things down, relax, reset yourself and go again. But look, as you can see, the confidence is a bit short, but it's very, very flat at the minute and sloppy, and they're killing themselves with passes like this because they're not doing themselves any favours to getting out of it.
And they have worked it out, but Banks and Figueroa both asked an awful lot with those two passes. Kenny comes across to help out his teammate now. Good ball from Gibson to Figueroa this time. On the right hand side is Walter Figueroa, right foot across low into the area, cut out by Kieran Collin, cleared by Lafferty only as far as Banks, in towards the back. Good header up there as well and flicked over the top. That's a decent save from Nathan Gartside. The header to send it in once more. Moorhan just holds the edge of the box. Derry with all their players inside the area. Ball comes in from McDonald. It's one in there as well by Buckley. Couldn't quite get enough purchase on it, and it ends out wide.
But you know, they just need to settle down. Confidence is a massive thing, and when you're down, you know, it's awful hard to get back out of it. But as I say, we're missing that bulger there in the middle. So hopefully that McDonald can maybe lead. Again, it's sloppy enough there, then passes into the frontman.
This is Moorhan as Rovers try and get the tempo higher. It's a bit of a hopeful ball out towards Figueroa, but it's worked out quite well as Figueroa now takes on his man. Brilliantly leaves Kieran Cole for dead. And still Walter Figueroa inside the area he goes. Goes for goal himself. Gartside makes the save. And the tempo rises in the showgrounds, and that was very, very good.
Anytime the ball's played into Gibson, he's right on his toes. So that's what I'm saying, Jordan, you know, he kind of, it's hard in there, you know, to get that space.
Again, Miss Derry doing their homework really on Rovers attacking threats. This is Moorhan for Gibson. Again, he's had to come deeper than he'd like to get on it, but it's a good ball through to McDonald and a great ball to Johnny Kenny, and over the top from Johnny Kenny. A nice interplay from Sligo Rovers.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good ball by Gibson.
Throwing a look back at Nathan Gartside to say, give me some chances then. Moorhan under pressure gets it as far as Byrne, maybe inadvertently so, but it's worked out nicely. Forwards towards Kenny. Oh, he could be in here. Johnny Kenny, the slip from the Derry defender. Johnny Kenny through on goal. Great save, Nathan Gartside, and over the top for a corner.
Oh, I think he's touched there. I think his touch let him down.
Figueroa gets by a couple in the middle, but it's taken off by McLaughlin. Now the counter on with McGonigal. Got a touch there ahead of Mahan, but Mahan got himself back, and it's a free out. There's no repercussions over here to Lafferty after catching Banks as he broke forward that time, but you have to assume the officials didn't see that. This is Gibson who's come out to Lewis Banks' position to get on possession. And goes back as far as Buckley. To Horgan. His touch wasn't the best, but she's still in control, and he was until Harkin intercepted, but it's back with Horgan and now Figueroa. This is Moorhan. Spreads it well to Banks. Good from Lewis Banks as well through the middle again. It goes as McDonald spreads it out to Byrne. Mark Byrne, ball deflected into the area. Oh, it's there for Banks, it's there for Kenny. It's finally in the net to Johnny Kenny. And Sligo Rovers have an equaliser.
You can feel it. Derry was coming, and look, it probably not the cleanest of strikes, was scuffed by Banks and scuffed again by Johnny Kenny, and you don't care. Probably if he caught it clean, the keeper might have saved it. But delighted, and delighted for Johnny's. That's what strikers are. They're in the box to score goals, and Johnny's very, very good at that. And you could feel it coming. They were creating chances. And again, it was a simple little ball. Lewis Banks gone inside. McDonald playing out wide, the ball in from Burn.
And look where Lewis Banks started and where he finished that, Alan.
And that's it, yeah. And that's what we said at the start of the game.
It's interesting that Thompson's gone back to take this, because the last couple of deliveries came from the centre backs and didn't result in too much, as Lafferty gets a header on that, but it's almost a defensive header from Danny Lafferty, and Kieran Coll has to get onto it. Ball deep from Coll into the area, comes to Junior, tries to take it down, comes a second time towards McGonigal and a third time towards Malone, and deflected over. And now it's Derry's turn to react.
Yeah, it was a great ball. It's dangerous.
Thompson great ball in. Oh, great header back there from John Mahon as McLaughlin touches it down as far as Boyce. This game is swinging end to end as Mark Byrne has Johnny Kenny in space. He might have just gone offside there. He hasn't. The linesman's flag stays down. Kenny goes for goal. What an effort from Johnny Kenny across the face of goal and wide. And a goal kick for Derry City, but have another bite of the cherry. Still Thompson into the area and knocked away by Banks. Now called forward into the feet of Malone. Aimed at the back. Headed goalwards as well, but to the left and wide from McGonigal, coming in at the far side. But
so the boys at the back here, Gary Buckley and John Mann, need to be alive. It's 3v2 at the minute.
Mahan in the head of Junior there and taking no prisoners. This is Horgan. He's also under pressure from Malone, but a foul, says the referee. Taken quick by Horgan to Gibson. Figuera in front of him if he wants him. Gives it to him now. Nicely weighted by Gibson. This is Figuera. Out wide to Banks. One touch is brilliant from Banks. Second touch not bad either. Byrne with the header. Yes. Kenny with the finish across the face of goal. How it stayed out, I do not know.
I thought it was in.
Figuera, two around him. Malone has given great cover back there to Ronan Boyce, in fairness. Whenever Figuera gets onto it, and now Junior wide on the right hand side with Horgan Longham. First time ball towards McGonigal. Jamie McGonigal, he got his measurements all wrong with the header, and that was a brilliant chance, Alan.
What a ball by Junior. That is pinpoint.
This is Malone. It's Fitzgerald rather, but Horgan made the challenge. Paul comes across in front of Kenny to feed it back to Boyce. And now Fitzgerald. Ball goes in from Fitzgerald. Cawley couldn't get anything on it. Might come as far as Boyce, and it's in the back of the net for Derry City, and it's Ronan Boyce that followed it into the area, and that could be an absolute killer for Sligo Rovers. And Derry have taken the lead with 5 minutes left.
It's just sloppy defending here. It's too easy. Cross has got to be stopped. I don't know. Good finish all the same. It's great finishing. That's the sucker. That's when your confidence is low and the results aren't going your way. This is what happens, and unfortunately you can see the lads' heads down. But look, there's still 6 odd minutes, and whatever's at it. So they just need to lift it again and